little early on the live, only because I wanted to check whether there were any technical difficulties, because there is the risk that we may cut in and out, and I know that that's very irritating for some people, but we are recording this all as well, so if there is problems with the connection during the live, then at least we've still got it all here and we'll be able to share it with you later. Now I'm stood at the end of the trackway here. Now this is the track down to our long field where all the horses are gathered at the moment. Holly's down there and she's given them all their feed so that they're not too excitable about the sound of the quad, which always indicates that food's coming. They know something's going on, and they know from our preparations in here that they're about to move through, but obviously we want to keep it as nice and relaxed as we possibly can. Ordinarily we would move the horses over here across the beck down the bottom here so that they can come through the trees here, and then they put on a lovely display as they gallop through the field. But because of the volume of rain that we've had over the winter, the bit down the bottom here where the beck is very, very deep and boggy, and they'll be heated when they come through. We don't want them to go from firmer ground into deep boggy ground where they might end up pulling tendons or ligaments. So while I'm here with the camera, good morning Lenny, good morning Katie, Inika, Judith. Hol is probably around about now going to open the gate and let them through. Now I would have started off down there and walked backwards so you could see them, but I couldn't get a good connection on the camera. Oh look, there's a deer over there. Oh look, oh how beautiful. Oh, I don't want to scare you. That's an added bonus, isn't it? There we go. Isn't that lovely? They couldn't have timed that better. So here we go. So I can see a little head already of someone coming down, and of course they'll come out onto this track and they'll just want to eat the lovely fresh grass. But hopefully they will wander down this way and then come through this entrance into the field. And it might take for Hol to come and walk in front of them for them to realise. Or they're just going to be really boring and stuff their faces while they're down there. Because it probably is the nicest grass on this track. I must apologise to those of you that are up, have had to get up very early to watch this, or you're in bed and it's the early hours of the morning. I think by the looks of it, Hol's put the head collar on one of them. I did say to her that I actually was worried about her leading one of them down because I didn't want the others to then come running down behind her and send her flying. But she can read them so well. Good morning, Petra. Katie, thank you for reminding everyone. If you can like this, if you haven't subscribed already, if you could hit that subscribe button. Here we go, here they come. I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Hello, girlies. Hello. You see Renska, Auntie Renska, who I would ordinarily have ridden down through here, but she's going out tonight. That's Renska, Niki News, Doubtson, Yodel, Micah, Little Spesh, Mabel's coming down there, and Hidde will be at the back somewhere. Oh, Mabel, look at that tummy. And that's with you being on a diet. Oh, Mabel. Hidde's down there with Hol, but he's He's gonna come. Here we go. Here's the old boy. No, he's taking his time, so let's see these guys instead. Let's walk down, because what they'll usually do is they'll eat for a little bit and then they'll get excited at the fact that they're in their new field and they'll go for a run around. Well, I say that, maybe they won't today. Is Hidde coming? Hidde's coming. Hidde and Hol are coming. So they do usually like to go and check the whole place out, but obviously their tummies are more important at the moment. I might just go and take... Hol, are you going to take... Are you... Because Heg... Relaxed. Yeah, that's very true. So yeah, probably down here and then come up. It is a sunny morning, Monique. Good morning. Who's going to be the first to go off exploring? Ren, is it going to be you? Micah? So when they come across the beck the other way, because they like to run through it, that usually sets them off. Ooh, that grass is tasty. That tastes like water might be unable. But
they care about everyone else. They care about me. I was really excited to watch them come cantering off the field like a scene of Black Beauty, but no one could be bothered.
They might do in a minute.
Well, at least
they're all too relaxed.
I know, they've been doing too much groundwork.
Yeah. They will. It might just take a while. This might end up as quite a long live now.
We've got wayward like Lynn and Lisa hiding behind the trees. Sorry, Lynn.
Yeah. So we've had a surprise visitor this morning. We knew that Lynn, who comes and helps us out lots when she's in the country, we knew that she was coming today, but she actually turned up with Lisa. And we had no idea that Lisa was coming, so there she is.
Back again.
Yep, she can't. Yep, you can't keep away. Why would you want to keep away? So yeah, I was a bit speechless this morning when you turned up, which is really rare.
Yeah.
And you're with us until after the open day. Excellent. Did you find your boots?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Yeah. You can't come out here without.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be very uneventful by the looks of it. Yeah, Katie, I'm sorry, you thought it was going to be a spectacle. Very often it is.
Sorry, Katie, this is still a spectacle.
It is still a spectacle.
Yeah. So if you want to see a spectacle, me and Lisa can go galloping up the field.
Oh God!
Yeah.
That would be break my leg.
Yeah.
Good morning, Karen.
Oh, I'll roll down the hill again.
Yeah. It does sometimes, when they move fields, sometimes it just takes them a few minutes before they decide that they want to go exploring.
Can I go and run at them?
Yeah, go on, I'll let you go and run at them.
Right.
Oh, Holly's preparing. And you know, this they really don't mind.
Look at her.
Look, she's bonkers. Yeah, they're like, whatever, Hol. They're like, no, we're eating. Here we go. That's done it, Hol. Well done. There we go. And then they stop again.
That was short-lived.
It was short-lived, but it was very beautiful. Well done.
Thank you. Oh, there's poor Frey.
That Hol's normal, so they... That is Hol being normal, absolutely.
And then poor Frey, we've put her on the poster on the hill there and there's been no action.
I know. Well, it was, you know, if we hadn't live streamed it, it would have been very eventful.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lindsay. Lovely to see you. I'm afraid it has been a little bit dull. Well, no, it's not dull. That's really wrong for me to say that because they look fabulous. But yes, wasn't quite the runaround that we usually get.
Desensitized to me. Although it means that I've adequately...
Does that mean you need to get crazier?
Maybe, but
Yeah.
it means that I've adequately prepared them all for child visitors.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
just nothing a child could do that Holes hasn't already done.
Yeah. Where's Hidde? Hidde's still down there. Hidde wants to be no part of it. You see, we should have put Annie in the equation, because then at least...
What? Because then at least there would have been an Annie versus Yodel fight
Yeah.
and people could have placed a bet.
No, not fight, but you know.
Been a fight. And then I would have stood in the middle like, fight, fight, fight! And we would have got Freya to be the adjudicator.
Can you imagine if Nero came out here?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be happy that the horses are happy. I'm okay with them just eating. Well, that's good, Katie. Yeah, they are happy. You know, they're not stressy horses.
No.
They can all have their moments, but because I think they're happy with life, they're...
And even when they come trotting through the other way, that's not out. That's because they're like, oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
And also because as soon as they come in that way, they've got an incline. They have to get some momentum to power up.
Yeah.
Whereas coming in here, they're just like, oh, it's flat, it's easy, and there's food. Cool.
Yeah. You see, if I wasn't riding Renska tonight, I would have ridden her in front of them. Oh, Hidde's going off that way. Good morning, Suzanne in Germany. Well, it's a nice, peaceful transfer to their summer turnout for you. And we've got cows shouting over there. We'll go up and say hello to everybody individually. You're not. Here's the Yodel.
The Mafia boss.
Mafia boss. There's little Dow, the giraffe. Doutzen, I am going to let you know more about the most beautiful quilt that's going to be raffled, that's been made in Doutzen's honour. I'll tell you more about that tonight on the live. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Nakota. You know, they are relaxed with us all walking around, and you can see over there's Lynn, Hol, Lisa and Frey. And it's an important thing as well because when we bring visitors down here on our Meet the Horses tours, you know, the horses are very good with them. You know, they don't run around and they're not silly, not unless it's really windy and rainy. And they're used to visitors coming in the field and giving them lots of attention. So they are sensible. Hold on, I'll get closer so that everyone can hear you.
This time of year is when Meet the Horses tours are especially magical, because in winter they're still beautiful, but the sun's out, the ground's dry, you've got all of these to come and see.
Yeah, and they don't have their rugs on it.
No.
Which is quite a small window again where they don't have.
There are, yeah, a few weeks we'll have to get their book sheets.
Yep. Because we've got a lot of trees around here and water, we get an awful lot of midges, little bugs, and then we get the horseflies starting about mid-June. Well, I think they're very happy to be in their summer turnout, just because they've got food now. Good morning, Anita. Nakota, yes, they are naked. Yeah, you're right, and nobody hurt themselves. And you know, we could have gone for more of a spectacle by sending them through the beck down over that way, but you know, this way was much safer. What's the betting? We end the live and walk back up the hill,
I think
and then they all have a run around.
Quite unlikely, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it is. I think they're just happy to be in here. Yes, Mabel. Yes, so don't get her back into that habit. Mabel, when she was on box rest over the winter for her fractured foot, she loved having her bottom scratched, and Lisa, who was with us then, used to go in the stable with her and scratch her bottom, so Mabel started backing up into her every time. Yeah, you're right, Katie. Sharon, I was always afraid of horses. Somehow I ended up here. I've been watching since the day Nero arrived. Well, Sharon, thank you very much for joining us, and if you ever get the chance to visit, yes, you know, you have to be aware with horses, but Friesians are the most people-orientated, friendly horses, and when they're comfortable in their surroundings and they know what's going on, they are the kindest horses to be around. So, as I say, if you ever get to come and visit, we have so many people who've come over the years who've been afraid or wary of horses, and the Friesians have given them so much confidence. You know, they can all have their moments, and like Nero, when he first arrived, he wasn't familiar with the way that he needed to behave, because he was a bit scared. He didn't really know what was going on in life. There wasn't a lot of trust there, so we had to build that trust, and you know, he's still got lots to learn. There's Ren, who I'll be taking you out with tonight if any of you are able to join. So we'll be going out at 6 o'clock tonight. So Ren, you're going to have a really full belly by the time I take you out, aren't you? So I'm going to have to take you out of this field shortly. Nakota, we love being on anybody's bucket list. Frisian's definitely a bucket list item. There's Dow Dow again. There's Mike. Need to try and do a little bit of groundwork with you today, young lady. And there's the old boy, Floppy Doo. Hello Flops, look at your little nose. The boss out here. Well, that's it guys. That was the moving of the horses. Maybe we'll wait till the autumn when we move them to their winter turnout for a bit more. Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining, whether you've joined us live or whether you're watching this later. As I say, 6 o'clock tonight again. And just before we go, can you just let me know whether the feed has been good or whether it's broken up at all? Oh, the sun's shining in Eastbourne apparently.
Lovely. It was here, but now it's gone in.
Yeah, that wind's really cold this morning. Katie, you're very welcome. We're on Nakota's bucket list to come and visit.
Oh, that's cool.
You're very welcome, Lindsay. I'm so glad that you were able to join. Hey, at least you didn't have to worry about the time difference. But we will, you know, now that the weather's improving, we are planning to bring you a lot more sort of daytime lives up at the yard, you know, when we've got horses that we're, you know, getting cleaned up. Should I turn it on us?
Yay.
Turn it on you. No, maybe I won't.
Well, no,
I'll
just
turn
so
it on
that
the horses.
everyone else can step in.
Yeah, everyone can step in.
But they don't want to.
No, they're all being camera shy. But yeah, hopefully we will bring you more lives, because it's really nice, especially at the tie-up points when we've got horses that we're cleaning up and
Day to day.
yeah, just day-to-day life. It's always just that little bit harder when it's raining or when it's really windy. But a lot of them might be very last minute, so we might not be able to give you any warning.
No.
But obviously the Wednesday night lives will always be scheduled. Right, Nakota, you're going to be here at 6. That's good. Maureen, the feed was 99% good. Oh, well, that's good. Because on one of the lives, I probably will ride through here with Renska. Although Micah was a bit rude last time, wasn't she? Right, we're off.
We are.
Okay, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks for joining. Give you one last shot of the horse.